Hello guys, welcome to my channel, and in today's video I'm going to troubleshoot this Apollo treadmill card. And here I have connected this card with motor, its upper panel, its sensor, and since we are sitting in workshop, so I always prefer to connect my electronic cards with series circuit. So in series circuit, if you are troubleshooting the cards, and you must have the series circuit, because it help you to diagnose the problem. So anyhow, here I am going to plug it, and latch sound of relay. So if your relay gets latched, so it means its latching circuit is okay. So now I'm going to pressing the start button. Again latching sound and error 3. Again I'm going to repeat this process. Pressing the start button. No response of motor. So actually it's my hypothesis, or I will try to prove it, that since this card is showing us error 3, but the error 3 is not due to the sensor. Actually, obviously error 3 stands for the error of sensor, feedback sensor. And in this setup we have here we have the speed sensor, which measures the speed of this wheel, and then the feedback signal to this controller, and then ultimately it calculates its speed. So but it's right now it's showing us error 3, but the error 3 is not the actual error, because once we press the start button, and if I try to move this motor with my hand, and you will see the error will not appear until I move this motor. So it's mean this sensor is getting the speed. So once it's getting the speed, it's sensing the speed, and it's sending the feedback signal to the microcontroller, and sensing that yes, some input is coming. So it's not giving us error 3. Once I stop rotating this, it will show us the error 3. So actually the error 3 is although it's showing us error 3, but the error 3 is not the actual error, because since its motor is not being driving. So if its motor is not driving, so that's why it's showing us error 3. So we have to rectify the other problem, like what we have to fix, that why this motor is not driving. So sometime you gets the error 3, sometime it's due to the sensor, and sometime due to this reason. So now here we have I think the question can come into your minds, that how we can say that when the error is due to the speed sensor, and when error is due to this reason, which is like we're doing. So just I stop this, and again error 3 after couple of minutes. So here I'm going to tell you a trick. If your treadmill is giving you error 3, once you press the start button and your motor rotates for seconds, for like 1 second, 2 seconds, or it just moves and stops, so in that case you can say that yes, the error is due to the sensor, because motor is driving and the speed sensor is not getting the feedback. In that case the error is due to the sensor. But if the motor is not driving, if motor doesn't get drive, so at that case you can say the problem is with your driving circuit. Since your motor is not driving, and your speed sensor is not getting the feedback, so That's the scenario, and in this particular case we have to fix this card to troubleshoot why this motor is not getting powered up. So now I am going to remove this. It's a speed sensor, it's a it's power, and now here we have the circuit. So like this. Okay, in treadmills or in the DC motor treadmills, we have the MOSFET or FET, which is the field effect transistor or metal oxide field effect transistor. So first, whenever you come up with this kind of problem, the first thing you have to check its MOSFET. So how we can check this? In multimeter, you have to place your multimeter on the continuity, and here we have two wires. The first one is the positive and second one is the negative, so you can say or anode or cathode or something. So connect the black wire here on the common and the red wire in this. Don't mix up with this kind of thing, these are something else. So here I have the multimeter and I am going to check its continuity test. Okay, it's fine. Now I'm going to place the black wire or the black lead at the middle and red at the right. So here you can see the reading of about 425 or 400 or something, 450. More than 350 is good enough, because in this MOSFET we have the diode, the built-in diode inside this IC. So what it does, it controls its flow, it controls the reverse voltage. So if you get this value, so it's mean your MOSFET is good. And since the first leg is its gate, so there should be no voltage, or sorry, no continuity, so it's mean it's good enough. So here I have a faulty MOSFET or FET. So yes, you can listen the beep sound, so it's mean it's short. So there is no resistance between this and this, so it's diode which controls the reverse voltage. It has breakdown its capacity of working from one side. So its junction has been like in PN junctions or something, if you know about its deeper electronics. So in very simple words, you can say that it's short. So this is the way how you can check this MOSFET. So anyhow, we have to fix this card, and this is good enough. We have to check these resistors, and if look at another thing. If you get the value of minus with continuity, so it's mean its capacitor is charged. So be careful when you are trying to troubleshoot treadmills, because here we have the capacitor, and it can store up to 350 or 400 volts. So it's high voltages, so be careful when you are troubleshooting this. So here I'm placing multimeter at 1000 volt, and here you can see if there are voltages, but no, I think it's safe for me to go further, because there are only one voltage. So now I have here the first thing is here we have the diode, and placing the multimeter on continuity, and here it is short. So first I will remove this from the circuit, and then I will check. In circuit you can't say that your any of the component is faulty, because sometimes you are getting some continuity from the circuit. So you pull its one leg from the circuit, and then you can see just like this. So yes, it's working, it's fine. So you cannot say that this is faulty, although it was giving us the continuity on both sides. So it's mean the problem is somewhere else, not with this. So we will troubleshoot all these cards, all the diodes or the capacitors, and then we will try to probe this problem in a more specific manner. So I have pulled it out, this MOSFET, because I found that this is faulty. So as I checked it before, place your multimeter continuity, black lead on the middle and red on the right, and you can get the value. You should get the value of more than 300 or 350. That's the value of diode. But as far as it's concerned with its reverse voltage, yes, it's working fine, its diode is okay. But since here in MOSFET we have the first leg is for its driving its gate, so short, so its gate is short with its drain, so it's short, and that's why or this diode was giving us some else reading. So now I will replace this, and then we will check.